So you want me to get on air or just like pretend?
Yeah, get on air.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask if someone has a show. They might be just late for their show.
I think this block is free.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello and welcome back to WPTS Radio. It's Dan Willis. You may know I have a show Thursdays from 3 to 5 called The Obvious Analogy. Coming on doing a surprise set while I can. Bummed I had to miss my show last week, but you're getting a double dose. Wait, what? That's crazy. I didn't know this. This EP by one band I love called Krill was recorded by members of another band I love called Ava Luna. And now I'm going to play an Ava Luna song right after the Krill song so I can share that fun fact with people.
Does it feel good to like play a song that no one's heard before, or say a new band and introduce somebody to it?
It does. It's really hard to sort of separate the kind of ego boost from the connection. Like, there's always going to be a part of you that's like, hell yeah, I know more about music than this person. And there's always going to be a part of you that's like, oh my gosh, I just connected with someone, like we share this kind of musical memory now, and that's, it's hard to separate those two things. I've had 3 directorships here. First one, my sophomore year, I was music director. I made it a point to sort of prove to them, because this is kind of what I wanted. I wanted an excuse to talk about my music and to not feel like I was going to be judged for it. I would not let people scoff at it, no matter what it was. If someone said Black Keys, and I love the Black Keys, but they're a band that's easy to scoff at. If someone said Black Keys, I would try to conjure up whatever knowledge I had of the Black Keys. I think someone said that album Brothers, and I said, oh my gosh, Dan Auerbach's falsetto on Everlasting Light is insane. You never think he could sing like that. And then the person would be like, yeah, totally. And I tried to do that with every single person on the staff, because I know that that's what I would have wanted from a music director, instead of someone that's just you were either young and you were afraid of everyone in college radio, or you were old and you were exploiting the fear of the younger people in college radio. This is that Krill EP that was recorded by members of Ava Luna. It's called Fresh Pond.
Fresh pond. I'll go home at the window. No, I see sometimes the window.
412-383-9787. That number again is 412-383-WPTS. You can call or text. I'll be here for a limited amount of time today, but I'll see what I can do for you. Coming up next, I have a track for you by one of my favorite bands, Ra Ra Riot, right here on WPTS Radio. During my first show as a freshman, I let dead air go out for about 2 minutes because I just forgot to turn a microphone on. So I was just sitting there and I was fumbling through this mic break that I'd written out. My hands were shaking, and then the desk girl came in and she was like, there's nothing going over the air right now for the past 2 minutes. I was like, I just did a mic break. She's like, you never turned the microphone on. I was like, are you kidding me? So blood orange. What was I talking about? The way that our charts are made and the way that we determine what songs get played is actually based off the opinion of DJs at the station. These CDs get sent to us by promoters, and then individual DJs will check them out and review them, put them in a scale of high, medium, or low. High being oh my gosh, all of these songs are so amazing that I couldn't just pick one. So WPTS's format as program director, I do know this a little bit. We aim to play music you don't hear on any other radio station. We really like to focus on up-and-coming artists, individuals who don't get airtime at other stations. Just really diversify our sound and our brand.
It sounds like you've pitched that a lot of times.
I have pitched that a shit ton of times. It wasn't the format that attracted me. I think it was just the idea of being a DJ and just having the freedom to have my voice on the air. I only listen to top 40. Like, I really didn't know much about
What?
progressive music.
Top 40.
I know, right? And listening in the country with my dad. The horror. I can very easily say that my music taste has greatly improved, if anything. If that's like the one thing, has improved like a ton from working at WPTS.
Do you still listen to country music ever?
No, that was mostly
Never.
just a thing okay, I do have a playlist on Spotify that says Dad No in all capital letters, which is just like a playlist of all my favorite country songs I used to listen to with my dad.
Wait, can you do it again?
Yeah.
Get a little bit.
Listening to my show Bring the Ruckus on WPTS Radio. The last song you just heard was Flatbush Zombies with Glorious Thugs. And before that, we had Dizzy Wright with I Still Got a Lot of Love to Give. Surprisingly enough, he's still on the Funk Volume label after the breakup between Hobson and Jaron Benton. So keep an eye on for that. That would be pretty cool to DJ at a radio station, play my music, get heard all over Pittsburgh. My show's called Bring the Ruckus. It's the first song on the Wu-Tang album, Enter 36 Chambers. Underground hip hop all the way. Underground and indie.
Why is that?
It's just a lot less commercial aspect, a lot less people putting their hands into the music. It has to be lyrically good for me. So either storytelling, narrative, just spitting, just bars with metaphors, similes, all that. That's what I usually look for first, and then comes the beat, and then flow pattern, and rhyme style. Me personally, I prefer the older school, but new school is not like it's whack or anything like that. But like, if you give me like an old Wu-Tang album versus a newer Kendrick Lamar album, I'm going Wu-Tang all the way. At times when it's just too much, I can just put on my headphones on and just go with the music, especially if it's storytelling and whatnot. But yeah, I think music plays an important part. Instead of viewing a piece of art, you're listening to a piece of art, basically. And I think that's pretty cool. Instead of looking at a Picasso painting, you can just go ahead, throw on whatever, like Beatles, Wu-Tang, whatever you listen to, and you can enjoy that art and what that artist did for you.
Anything else you want to say, Sean?
Nothing much. Listen to WPTS Radio, great college radio station, and yeah, Wu-Tang all day.